Hey, friends, welcome into another edition of 4 Minutes on Friday. Real quickly, this has been a kind of a two-part series on doing hard things, recognizing that hard things are a part of life. And we have a tendency in our culture to want to either completely avoid doing those hard things, or simply to get to the end of the hard thing so that we can go back to doing the easy thing. And really, I've come to realize that our aversion to doing the hard things is actually the thing that is killing us. We assume that the hard thing, if we do the hard thing wrong, or if we do it inadequately, or if something goes wrong as we're doing the hard thing, that it'll be the thing that kills us. It'll end our lives. It's too difficult. It's too hard. And maybe it doesn't end our lives physically, but it just costs too much to do the hard thing. We were just talking about this not long ago in my own household, the importance of doing the hard things and how kind of afraid we are of doing those things. But in doing the hard things, those are the things that will challenge us the most. And maybe that is part of what we are kind of afraid of, that we are afraid of not. I mentioned this in the previous edition of this conversation, that maybe this is partly what we're afraid of, that we're afraid of failing as we do the hard things. Those things that challenge us are the things that grow us the most. They do the most for us in our relationship with the world at large, in our intimate and our close family and work relationships. They are the things that grow us. They are the things that make us work harder than we ever thought we could. And when we get to the other side of whatever it is that we have dubbed as the hard thing, we are better for it. But it is hard seeing the end goal, especially if you have done hard things in the past and it has failed. It has gone sideways, that the hard work that you had to do wasn't rewarded. There wasn't I guess reward is the right word, that there wasn't the reward that you were looking for on the other side of that hard thing. It doesn't mean that doing the hard thing isn't worth it. And let's just face it. I mean, probably the easiest example of this is eating right and exercising on a regular basis. When you do those two things together, and you are consistently engaging in eating the right foods and exercising, it's kind of interesting. There's a little bit of a stretch where your body doesn't respond to it, that it doesn't look like it's working. And then all of a sudden, you kind of get through that wall, you crash through that barrier, and it does seem to show results. It is in that middle place where we've changed our habits, but we haven't seen any results. In fact, author Seth Godin talks about this is the dip. This is the place between changing a particular habit or lifestyle and seeing the results of it. And a lot of times we get into that dip and we go, well, this isn't working at all. Nothing has changed. And it is in the dip that many of us decide, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. And his suggestion is, his encouragement is, push through the dip. You don't know what lies on the other side, but you will never find out. You'll never figure it out. You'll never realize what is on the other side of the dip if you give up. And really, I guess that is my encouragement. Hard things are going to come. Difficult things, that's just kind of the milieu of life, if you will. That is how life is. It is loaded with difficult things. Press through. Remember, you are enough. God has created you to be enough. All right. That's all we got for today. See you next time.